I still haven't seen or found a YouTube video talking about this fragrance, and there is so little info about Ormonde Jayne Babylonia on the internet. So is this a fragrance that is completely under the radar and deserves a lot more love and attention? Or is it a pass? Watch until the end and you will find out. And hello everyone, I'm Miri, welcome to my channel, and a special thanks to my returning subscribers. You always make my day. And as always, I will describe the inspiration of this perfume, how it smells and performs, what should you be aware of before purchasing, and finally I'll give you my verdict. Is this something that will join or leave my collection? Ormonde Jayne's La Route de la Soie follows the legendary ancient Silk Road rosin trade routes, and with this perfume it takes you to one of the greatest capitals of ancient Mesopotamia, to Babylon, known as a home to the Hanging Gardens. They were one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, where trees and other plants were planted on a structure similar to a terrace. That was quite remarkable because those gardens ascended to the sky, and as a wonder of ancient engineering, Babylon stands for ambition and brilliance. It's a lost metropolis, inhabited today but recorded in the history and even in the Bible. And to make a perfume that would encapsulate the essence of the Hanging Gardens of this legendary mysterious city is quite a feat to do. But does Ormonde Jayne's Babylonia succeed in it? The opening of Babylonia is very fruity. You can smell the juicy but realistic scent of blackcurrant with Davana. Davana isn't a note you often found in perfumes, and I really do enjoy it here. That's a plant that has an aromatic tea and apricot-like scent. Davana brings so much elegance, composure, and mystery to something that would otherwise be just a simple fruity cocktail in the opening. So imagine you're like a Babylonian queen for whom these gardens were built. You're sitting on one of these terraces in the Hanging Gardens in Babylon next to a blackcurrant shrub, and you're drinking tea. So this is the scent. The initial 5 minutes are like 10 out of 10 scent for me. The opening is so unique. It's fruity and sweet, but spicy, aromatic, green and bitter as well, and it just works. In the heart, this becomes a very powdery, velvety, floral scent. I find it really interesting they used bellflowers, even though they don't have a very delectable scent, so it was another interesting note added to this composition. Orris here adds to the musky, powdery aroma of violets, while praline is noticeable from the base, and they surround powdery florals with an chocolate accord. So therefore Babylonia is mainly a powdery chocolate scent that is very sweet with some muskiness and some citrusy brightness that also has like a metallic tint. Maybe that is the scent of bellflowers, because I don't know how they really smell. You can't really detect them, but that slightly metallic citrusy nuances peek out from time to time to add another layer of interest to this combination. So the heart of Babylonia smells like you're eating chocolates while lying on the velvety, powdery, fluffy rug with a lot of cushions on the violet terrace of the Hanging Gardens. And there aren't a lot of changes as this dries down, other than it becomes sweeter, resinous and muskier, but overall this is a sweet, powdery, floral perfume. Babylonia isn't as fresh as other Ormonde Jayne's offerings are. Actually, it is very sweet. It's a combination of aromatic, fruity opening, powdery floral heart and gourmand base in which praline and vanilla create a chocolate scent. And this is a sweet powdery floral perfume that smells like something fitting for a designer market, and for me that's not necessarily a bad thing. I know most people expect novelty from niche houses, but sometimes it's not bad to have a perfume that might catch a nose of a designer user, because the prices of some designer and niche fragrances are almost pretty close these days, and this perfume will be a great introduction to niche perfumes for niche beginners. Also, it has a likable and easy to understand scent profile, which is also a good thing. It's powdery, romantic and feminine fragrance. Although Ormonde Jayne's orange bottles are like unisex, this is completely feminine, like feminine to the core. So my rating for this scent profile is 7 out of 10. It's really pretty. And I guess one of the reasons why this perfume isn't more popular is because it's compared to Lancome's Vie Est Belle, which is very criticized and hated on YouTube and Fragrantica because of its immense popularity and because you can smell it almost everywhere. I do see similarities between these two perfumes. For example, Vie Est Belle and Babylonia have blackcurrant in the opening, powdery floral heart and vanillic praline in the base, but they are different. So what are the differences? While Vie Est Belle has more prominent caramelized pear in the opening, Babylonia has added davana with tea-like quality, and therefore Vie Est Belle's opening is sweeter and syrupy-like, while Babylonia is a bit spicier and aromatic. And while in Vie Est Belle you can smell white floral nuances of orange blossom and jasmine in the heart, in Babylonia florals are just powdery and with chocolate nuances in the heart. And finally, in the base, in Vie Est Belle you get a caramel-like scent of praline mixed with earthy patchouli, while in Babylonia you get a chocolate-like scent of praline with muskiness. Therefore, they're like 70% similar in my opinion, but they're not dupes at all. Of course, if you're looking for similarities, you'll find them between any two perfumes because there's always a common note. But if you're afraid to try out Babylonia thinking this will smell completely like Vie Est Belle, it won't. If this review has been helpful and informative so far, don't forget to boop the like button and subscribe. That's a great feedback to me, a huge motivation and a great reward for all the effort I put into making these reviews. Thank you so much in advance. But what about the performance and things you should keep in mind before purchasing Babylonia? Benzoin is a good fixative that improves the longevity of a perfume, and it does its job here. Babylonia passed the overnight test. I could still smell it in the morning, but really faintly, I had to put my nose up to my arm to smell it. And while it lasts, it projects up to arm's length. It has great longevity, but after 8 hours, it's really a skin scent. And I didn't go nose blind to it, so that's positive. And my family enjoyed this scent while I was wearing it. It is long lasting. It doesn't really project a lot, but that's fine. So my rating for its performance is 7 out of 10. The first negative point is sweetness. If you don't like very sweet perfumes, or if you tried Lavande by Ormonde Jayne and you think other Ormonde Jayne's perfumes might be equally fresh and light, this one will be disappointing to you because it's sweet. Not sugary or like syrupy sweet, but like a powdery, fluffy, cotton candy type of sweet perfume. And the second negative point is the chocolate powderiness. Praline smells like chocolate here to my nose, and the overall powdery chocolate combination might not be something a lot of people will enjoy. It might be cloying or like a bit suffocating to some, so just keep in mind that this is powdery and chocolatey scent, but to me that combination doesn't smell cheap. It smells like something I don't know, ancient and mysterious in the best way possible, but fitting the inspiration behind this perfume. And now positive points. First one is versatility. Babylonia would be a great all year round fragrance wearable even in the summer, but I would recommend it only for summer evenings. It could be worn as daytime and nighttime perfume, and it's suitable for any age. And the second positive point is this will be a great introduction to niche perfumes, because niche perfumes sometimes can be very polarizing, but the only polarizing thing about this perfume is that it may remind some of La Vie Est Belle, but only from afar. And for most people, I think this will be a good transition from designer to niche fragrances. If you like floral gourmands and powdery perfumes, I'm sure you will like it. This is an enchanting mix of gourmand facets entwined with floral accents to create an enchanting beauty of ancient Babylon's hanging gardens. It smells very pretty and likable. It becomes a soft, powdery perfume that is so warm, feminine, sweet, and hard to resist. I love the opening and I like the rest of the perfume. So in the end, yes, this wasn't a love for me, and it won't be staying in my collection because I want to curate my collection. I want to have perfumes that are like 10 out of 10 hard love for me. So this is not that, but it's very pretty, and it's a recommendation that you try it out and see what you think of it. If you want to be transported to a lost city of Babylon, if you would like chocolatey, powdery, floral scent in your collection, and if you want to feel like a Babylonian queen, why not? Try it out. So 3 words or adjectives I would describe it with would be powdery ancient garden, and my overall rating for the scent profile and performance of Babylonia is 7 out of 10. If you tried Babylonia, let me know what you think of it in the comments, and do you usually enjoy powdery scents? And don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out this video to hear a review about the new Yves Saint Laurent addition to the Libre range, a review about Libre L'Absolu Platine. I will see you there. Bye!